So a couple of days ago, I was running, setting up an EKS cluster, and I ran into so many issues. And the problem was the more issues I was facing, the more kubectl commands I kept on writing. And so the interesting part was they were just the same commands repeated over and over, trying to dig into different parts of the cluster to see what's happening and all those things. So I sat down a bit and knowing more eBPF and all those, so I kept on thinking what if I just create a tool that can combine all these and give me a full view and allow me to dig deep into the pods, network, and everything without writing all those commands. So that was inspired me to create the k8s-debug-tui tool. So it's technically a tool, a debugging tool, technically. So here, when you started to get a full view of the cluster view, running pods, services, and all those things. So and then you can open a single cluster, and then you're getting different information about the pod, how it's running. And then so I wanted it to be a bit interactive, so I'm still working on it, but it's almost there. So if you go back, you can see the terminal helpers, which are more if you type n, you get network metrics, you get logs, you get events, you get logs, you enter details, you can refresh. So Nginx, let's say you want to see the logs, you can see the logs for the last 100 logs. Then you go back, then for the same you can see events, no event for this pod. So you can also go back, and then if you want to see metrics, you can see the metrics on the pod. Then you can go back, and then so this is the cool part where Cilium comes in, so the network interface. So if you click N, you'll see the network flow for this pod. So right now I have no metrics, so let me try to initiate traffic, and then I see, and then you can see it in action. So we have to wait a couple of minutes, and then when we see the logs, for refresh, let's see the logs, and then you can see so if you do the follow more, it will just be following. Then there you go. So this is the pitch point of it. You can see the network, basic flow, direction. So this just makes it gives it the bigger possibility of you can build a very amazing tool. So we have our next to go features that I'm going to keep on working on them, and then create a really amazing debugging tool that solves most of my stress, and also helps I know many engineers also go through the same thing I'm going through. So yeah, so that's it for the demo.